We are in the middle of June. We've had one named tropical system, Andrea. Will we see another one? Well, one area that we watch is the Northwestern Caribbean, and we are watching this area. This is what we call Invest 93L. That just means National Hurricane Center and, of course, us and a lot of other scientists out there watching this area. It's actually a tropical wave, but we have a mid-level circulation. So we've got a little upper-level low or mid-level low spinning right near Honduras and Nicaragua, right where it's circled right in here. And there's been a lot of thunderstorm activity. So when you got water temperatures warm enough, you've got thunderstorms persisting, you got to keep an eye on this. Now, there may have been at one time maybe a low trying to form at the surface. At least right now, that is not that evident. It is very close to land if anything's out there, and that's one thing that will keep this thing from developing. But anything close to home, of course, we watch very closely. So this is the very latest on it. We're seeing pressures about 1,009 millibars. That's still very high. Moving west-northwest at 14. So moving west-northwest will bring this towards Cancun. All you vacationers heading to the Yucatan, expect heavy rain with this as it moves that direction. So the fact that we're so close to land with this, even if it does try to develop, it'll have a hard time really doing much, except it's going to bring, no matter what, a lot of heavy rain. That's going to be a problem for us. But notice the Gulf of Mexico, quiet as can be. Quiet as can be. Now, as we get towards Tuesday, I was looking at some of the computer models, upper level winds will begin to die down a little bit here in the western parts of the Gulf of Mexico. If this disturbance or this wave, this mid-level low, can maintain itself and get to the Bay of Campeche, we may have a chance of this developing, but all the models are taking it into Mexico. But it's something we'll keep an eye on, of course, for those of you trying to vacation here. Look at the thunderstorms, a lot of them just east of Honduras and Nicaragua. You can see where you see the dark reds. Very impressive. Again, you can see that little circulation in there, the middle of the atmosphere. So the low is there, and then we have the jet stream here. So actually, this part of the jet is actually providing what we call air to evacuate. We're allowing those thunderstorms to pop up and actually allowing that air to move away from it and more to come up from underneath. So that's actually helping it a little bit. But if it gets close to the stronger winds, that's when it's a problem. But the winds are weaker as we get towards the north and west. So it's a little bit weaker in this area. But we're going to keep an eye on a lot of moisture in this part of the country right now and a lot of rain. If you look at this on our RPM computer model, it takes the spin right over the Yucatan by Monday. Then Tuesday, again, keep an eye on it as it gets closer to the Bay of Campeche.